Hey, congratulations. If you're watching this, you've made it to day 2, and so have I. 6 a.m. this morning, bit of a later start, but here we go. Made obviously some breakfast, looked outside, weather was rubbish. So wasn't really looking forward to walking the dog or getting out for a run this morning, but needs must. Bit of brekkie there, Rice Krispies in with the fruit and yoghurt. Trying to work out what to do with these dates and these prunes. I'll come back to that at some point this week. Will absolutely loves Pablo, spends most of his time with him when they're together, so he was in there. Yep, a wall, so they couldn't see each other, despite the fact sitting next to each other, they didn't want to look into each other's eyes. Lunch for Will, and then my daily supplements. So a bit of turmeric, magnesium, vitamin D, hydration tablets. So wanted to get this down before starting my day. Standard morning in our house. You tell off one, the other turns into an angel, does everything for you, and you go up, make the beds, stand on everything on the floor, crawl around, and then knock a water bottle over, lands on your foot. Great, fantastic start to the day. Let's see how day 2 goes, or day 20 until the World Cup. See you later. Kids packed up, ready to go. Daddy, can you carry my bags, please? I'm not going to be able to carry everything. So here we go. Day 2. What can I say? Started off, as most days start off, early, making breakfast, getting the kids to the childminders, starting my day, getting ready for a run, realising I forgot my headphones, have to go back for that, and then come out, realise it's actually quite warm today. Probably should have worn something more appropriate, didn't really need waterproof shoes on, but there we go. On my run, start to realise I can't find my pockets in my under gear, so turns out I'm wearing them inside out. Really helpful start. So now I have to carry my phone the whole way round rather than slide them in the pocket. Anyway, day 2 of recording my journey. See what happens. Let's hope it doesn't all balls up. Have a good day. As you can see here, weather definitely shifted, turned really nice. Pabs met a dog, obviously had to stop, and then carried on all the way up to the bridle path. Local legend today, so that was pretty cool. So not a big fan of chocolate milk, but really the best way to rehydrate. Chocolate milk, some creatine, bit of whey protein stuck in there as well. Give it a good shake. It's basically a milkshake, which I quite enjoyed, so that was good. Here's a bit of lunch with Ivy, and she managed to spill the first one straight down, and that was great. That's because you're messing around, darling. Then I had my lunch outside, cleaners were in, so needed to try not make any mess there. Just a bit of chicken with lettuce on a gluten-free wrap and protein yoghurt. Then cheeky little walk with Pabs. You can see why I didn't get much work done today. But then obviously is a little trip to the vets. He was pretty subdued after that, but he's such a pretty boy. Messi, found him. Who have you got? Will, very Messi. Excited to get him in the Panini stickers. So, and then obviously lose him under the sofa. Already so lost him under the sofa. Then on to a spot of dinner. So a bit of broccoli there, which I obviously steamed. Some courgettes from the garden, air roasted, and then some chicken breasts. So that was actually quite tasty, and managed to get that down pretty quick. Not going to lie, not the most productive and accidentally scoffed these. Outside of obviously doing everything that I recorded this morning, needed to take one of my kids to the health centre, so that was about 11:30 I left. By the time I got back, fed them lunch, took them back for school. It was then on to a call for an hour. Then I had to nip out, take Pabs to the vet, which he obviously loved. And so, yeah, I mean, obviously great flexibility now that I'm effectively self-employed, but if I was working today, it's one of those days that you just write off and you go, must do better tomorrow. So yeah, probably expected, given I didn't even get my shorts on around the right way this morning. So yeah, just one of those tricky days, but got Ivy to acro, so she loves that, and took Will out for a walk. Cleaned the house before the cleaner, pretty standard kind of stuff. And yeah, thankfully the wife is back tomorrow and normality, or some form of normality, will be resumed. Definitely tired today, 25,000 steps today, so that's good progress. Tomorrow I've got to do some intervals, so I'm going to head to bed fairly shortly. Just been watching the football and doing some planning. So you might have noticed already that day one, the videos talked about essentially like eating healthy food, gluten-free diet, parenting. I think quite quickly I've come to the assumption that maybe that's not the route it's going to take. So all those things will still be the case, but I'm not going to be Gordon Ramsay on these things. Yeah, I might show you the food that I'm eating. I might show you some of the supplements that I'm taking to try and keep me fit and healthy. But in reality, that's probably not the challenge that I'm trying to solve for right now. I need to keep focused on doing what I'm doing. And part of that is setting up a business, but also having the focus around my sport. So as you'll see, this journey is probably just going to be about those things. But I guess the other call out is one thing that I've really found this is a real opportunity to actually speak out loud. I was talking to a friend today, and just talking out loud, doing these things is just holding yourselves accountable for your actions. Yes, I might not have many subscribers yet, but in time, those subscribers start to expect more content for you, and they also, I expect, kind of getting their daily fix. And for me, that's the accountability, right? It's easy when you're being paid by someone else for them to drive accountability. You need to keep them happy. For me, this is all about me keeping myself happy, but putting that pressure on yourself is a good and a bad thing. And if I'm talking openly and outwardly, then I'm saying it. I have to do it. I can't fall behind. So the plan is to keep doing this. I think it drives that accountability for myself, and maybe help someone, right? There's definitely difficult times for everyone out there. The working world is changing. Certainly men's health is a big thing on the agenda right now, and people are struggling. And if you're not talking or asking the question, even if you're talking to a camera or a video rather than talking to someone, it's better than letting just your mind run and think these things. So for me, I'm going to keep doing it. This is going to help me get through setting these businesses up and really kind of driving that focus. So if you want to hear more and you like what I'm saying, make sure that you follow, subscribe, and look forward to taking this journey on with you.